got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
How about that play? Yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's King. He looks that one in nicely. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this good.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Back to the ground game on the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They believe they can run right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job Down here near the goal line, this defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and goal from way back there. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The offense set for a first down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Restrepo. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires left. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback moving. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Line getting set on second down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Miami 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And they got him for the sack. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires the pass, intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to...
Oh, look out! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but a great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out. At the same time, as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. With the catch, it's George. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all. Stop him. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Powers through. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Fires to the right. It's caught. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
2nd down coming up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He'll try to pick it up on the ground.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy in the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense. Right now they got a manageable situation.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ward. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Canes. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's King. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes to the end zone. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Horn. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Bounced off his feet. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Haynes. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit it. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try it over the left side. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Offense working from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Sanders. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught on the outside. It's Horn. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd and 10 here.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs.
really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's King. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns it on in midfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Second down after that incompletion. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking downfield. Oh, the running back down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for a crease to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Colorado 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Power ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, if you're going to go for it, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line of the game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers. Yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the tight end. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. On the move, it's Haynes. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Kane. Fakes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And they'll knock him down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He gets a block. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and
off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! What a grab and go for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Coming out with it, it's Horn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Colorado has the ball back possession on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's
Got a lot of running room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sanders. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Colorado! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He fires to the left side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haynes.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 31. Colorado, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
got a man. It's Horn. At the 45, on his way. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a run. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Dropping back, it's King. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. He wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Horn. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Horn. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 34, Colorado 21.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, and I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for that. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting hit.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bucks! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's King. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback checking off. 3rd down play from the gun. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Horn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Give to the back. That's 20. He's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The short hands. It's Singleton.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it!
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. your quarterback can believe he was able to make that dive and catch.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.